want me to turn it?
Gonna be hard for you to get back out again.
I'll just do this. There we go.
That's better. Opa!
Allow me.
Oh, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Madame.
Merci beaucoup.
To 1 year anniversary.
To 1 year.
I love you.
I love you too. Cheers. It's good.
Yeah. No, it's good. I'm lying.
These are the glasses that we drank out of at our wedding. You remember?
I do remember. And
Welcome my lovely husband Nate to my channel. You've seen him on a couple travel vlogs here and there, but I convinced him to sit down with me and do this fun like married couples tag, and we're also going to eat our top layer of our wedding cake, which has been in the freezer for more than a year now. I did not properly wrap it at the time, so who knows if it's going to taste good. Hopefully it tastes good.
I hope it does too.
It
looks
doesn't.
good. Well,
It doesn't really look like anything right now. I mean, it looks kind of bad. I'll insert like video footage of what it looked like on our wedding day. It was an amazing cake. It's a. Do you remember what it was?
poppy seed, lemon, raspberry blissness.
Yeah, I think it's like a lemon poppy seed, and it has like a raspberry glaze. One of our really good friends, Brianna Ayotte, wife of his best man, made this cake for us, and she did such an amazing job. So I just have to give her a shout out. All right, let's slice this up.
Let's do it.
Oh God, thank you. Feels like we're back at our wedding.
Blissness.
All right, here you go.
Oh, thank you. Yep, there's the raspberry in the middle. You first. Do it. Is it still like... I don't know, you're not even answering.
No, it's good.
What's wrong?
It just... It's very dense now. I don't know. It's been in the refrigerator for like a week. It's been thawing out, and it still feels very like hard.
No, it's good. Sponge cakey. Pretty good. Nice job, Brie.
It survived a year in the fridge.
Freezer.
Freezer. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm gonna open these questions, and we're gonna try to answer them. Not all
I
of
don't
them.
know why we're doing this. I don't think we need to do this. I mean, I understand this. I think this is cool, but I don't know if we have to do 1,000 questions.
We're not gonna do 1,000. Okay. First question is, when did we meet? Probably in 2007.
I was going to say circa 2007.
Yep. And we both used to work at the Cheesecake Factory. Transferred there from the Nashville store when I moved to LA. He already worked at the store that we both worked at, but we were co-workers.
Yeah, for a good long time. 2 years?
2 years? No, we were co-workers for a long time.
Yeah, 2 years.
No, more than that. I worked at that Cheesecake Factory for like 4 or 5 years.
Oh, okay. 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 horrible years.
Well, now. Paid your bills.
Anyway, so that being said, what was like your first opinion of me? When you first met me?
Well, first opinion was not a good one. She was very snotty or snooty.
I was not.
Yes, you didn't say anything. I'll make you your drinks, pay for your tickets for your tables, and you wouldn't talk to me, and you just had this really look on your face of disappointment.
It was because I was working a
You worked at a
waitressing
restaurant.
job and I was miserable.
You wouldn't say a word to me, and you were just like...
Okay, I think that's because I had just moved to LA. I was trying to like figure out my life, you know? I was just in a weird place. It was culture shock for me, being from Tennessee.
All right, I think we answered the first question.
Well, my
She's
opinion
a very
of
difficult
you...
person.
I don't know what my first opinion of you was. I just was like, oh, it's like that bartender dude that works with me.
Give me my drinks and give it to me fast.
Exactly. Are my drinks not ready? Hurry up.
So,
Yeah, so, you know, we worked together for a couple of years.
Yes, we did.
Then there was that time that before we were dating, that he loves to tell this story, where we ran into each other in a drugstore. What were you trying to buy?
I was going to Costa Rica to see one of my best friends I grew up with, and I was trying to buy sunscreen. Because I didn't know like what sunscreen to use, because I don't know. Like when I grew up, there was like 1 or 2 sunscreens, and there were spray ones, and there were like now there's all these different kinds of ones, and so I didn't know. So I asked you a question. Hey, which sunscreen would be great? And she looked at me like this. I don't know. I don't care. And then she leaves and goes the other way.
I never said I didn't
Yeah,
care.
you're like I don't know and I don't care. Well, thank you
Wow.
for filling up my glass in that time.
Oh.
I mean, that's very. I see how this marriage is gonna go. All about Jess. Ooh.
I didn't say I didn't care. I think from my perspective, I was just thinking like, why is this dude who's like older than me not know what kind of sunscreen he needs? Like, I feel like you figure that out pretty quickly in your life after you get sunburned the first time. I don't know.
Anywho, who's not a very nice person, and she left, and I said to myself, that person sucks. So we didn't really talk except for just at work.
Yep. That was our first years of knowing each other. And then you started asking me out, so you must have changed your opinion on me at some point.
Well, obviously I did.
Next, when did we get married?
October 28th last year.
October? No.
I mean September. I'm sorry, we're in October now.
September 28th.
September 28th.
2018.
2018.
We were engaged for a year and like 8 months, I want to say.
Something like that, yes.
And actually how you proposed was super clever. I was not suspecting at all. I was completely surprised. So you did a great job, because I always wanted to be surprised. I didn't want to like smell it coming, you know what I mean? So you did a great job with that.
Well, thank you. So I needed to propose to her, and I needed to figure out how, and I needed to get it done because this ring was burning a hole in my pocket. And I had to get it out of my pocket and onto the hand.
I could never imagine, like, that must be so much, like,
Yeah, it sucks.
pressure.
So I figured out a way to do it, and it was like, since she's a blogger, I was like, all right, let's go take some shots. Let's go to the wall that we want to shoot at that has a nice, was it pink? We go to the wall, and then I go, I know a better place. And so we go up Mulholland to a stop point right on top of Mulholland where it looks over the Hollywood Bowl, Hollywood. No. You're going to interrupt my story. And I've been up there a couple times. And so we went up into the lookout area, and then I know we could jump over the lookout area and go all the way down where it's wide open and nobody's down there. So we're just by ourselves, no tourists, nothing. So we get down there, and then I tell her, all right, let's take some pictures here. She takes some pictures, and I tell her, all right, now you're missing one accessory that you need to have that you don't have right now. And she goes, what? And I pulled out one knee, and I pulled out the ring, and she started shaking. And then there it is. Simple story, easy peasy.
It was really sweet. I was completely surprised. But I wonder, like, because I was in school at UCLA full time then, and it was midterms week. So I came home from school that day, and I was just like, awful looking, because that's how I looked after UCLA got done with me every day.
Is this a time limit on these stories?
Anyway, what if I had said, no, I don't need blog pictures that day? What would you have done?
I would have had to
Because I could have been like, no, I need to study for midterms, but I said yes.
I would have had to gone to plan E.
What was plan E?
I had to plan A, B, C, D, and E.
Whoa.
Because you got to be covered for these things.
Wow, you were a man with a plan. Or 5. Let's do a couple more, and then we can be done.
Please. I'm not a very camera forward guy. I'm usually behind the camera.
Yes, he is usually behind the camera, and he is fantastic at that.
Yeah. Thanks, honey. Very nice.
But the camera also loves your face.
No, it does not.
Yes, it does.
Don't pick a hard. Pick an easy one.
What is my worst habit?
Ooh. I think your worst habit is that you're a hurricane, and that everywhere you go, things just go. We open our door, and there's just boxes of clothes and makeup and things coming in, and you have so much stuff that you can't control the mess. So it's hard to keep our house clean. Or just keep it organized, for that matter. So that's probably the hardest part about her, is trying to contain the hurricane that is Hurricane Jessica. Yeah?
Well, his worst
That's
habit,
the one
if
you
I'm
just
a
know.
hurricane, he is OCD. So that's what I'll say.
So there you go. I got a little OCD-ness.
He's crazy OCD.
I don't know about crazy. I do have what I could call slight OCD-ness. I like to keep things organized and clean as much as I can.
That is probably good. It also gets a little bit a lot sometimes, but that's because we're just opposites that way. But I guess that's good. Opposites attract. That's my best habit.
Your smooches.
Aww.
No, I don't know. What is your best habit? Wanting to always go do something and get me out of the house, because I'm more of a hermit and you're more of an outgoing person.
Okay.
I mean, I can go out and do stuff, but I'm usually like to stay at home and relax and not be around a million people.
And I kind of push you out of your comfort zone a little bit sometimes.
Oh yeah.
A lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say your best habit, or I guess more of like a quality, is you like make everybody feel like they are, what is the word? Like you make everyone feel like they're like important, or you give people like your full sort of regard when you're like around them. And I feel like you're very friendly and you make people feel like you really care about them. Even when maybe sometimes you don't necessarily, but like people think that you're like their best friend because of just how you are with people. So I think that's good. Who's the better cook? Ooh.
I think we'll just have to call that one a draw.
Yeah, I think so.
Because we're both a very good cook.
He's really good at certain things, and I'm really good at certain things. So together, we can make amazing meals in the kitchen.
Very good meals in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I'm more the griller.
He's good with the meats.
The meat.
He's very much perfecting his steak preparation and...
Pan-searing right now.
Yes, it's so, so good.
But I'm using thyme, garlic, and butter. Whole garlic cloves. Very tasty.
It's Gordon Ramsay's thing. It's so good.
Nope, it's mine. Perfected myself.
It's Nate's
I worked on it really hard.
Maybe I'll share that recipe someday. Well, this has been fun. I hope you all enjoyed our little 1-year anniversary married tag situation. And I want to thank Nate for coming on my channel and being such a good sport and loving me for a year.
Well, you're very welcome, honey.
Mwah. All right, thank you guys for watching. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And until the next video, have a great day. Bye.
And all those things.
All right.
You good?
You lived. You survived. Will you be okay?
Yeah.